days ago I received this Lost Dutchman pedal. This is a Lawrence Petros pedal. But taking it through its paces, so I want to share that experience with you. Let's look at the pedal for a minute. So we've got a level, a drive, we've got a treble and a bass. And there's this toggle switch in the middle where in the up position it is modeled after a Marshall Plexi, and in the bottom position it is modeled after a Timmy pedal. So I'm going to take this thing through its paces. I'm going to be using a Les Paul guitar, running that into a Marshall DSL 40 combo that's going to be set completely flat. The only effect I'm going to have is maybe a touch of reverb. I'm miking the cabinet with an SM57, and then at the very end I'll let you know my thoughts on the pedal. Cheers. Alright, so I'm going to start on the Plexi setting. So I've got the toggle button up. I'm going to go through all the drive stages here. Let's turn this on. Let's start at about a quarter and let's see what kind of tones we get with that. Okay, so you get kind of a bluesy crunch there. If I crank that up a little bit more, then I get what I consider is a really good sound for like 70s rock. So here it go. Alright, if I put that up to about the halfway point, now getting more into hard rock area, so check this out. Okay, 3/4 of the way. Now we're getting a little bit heavier, maybe a touch of metal here. Let's see. And finally, let's crank this all the way. Let's see how heavy we can get. So I got a lot of really cool usable tones all through the range. You can go everything from 70s rock till a really good good sounding metal crunch. So really cool. Yeah, my EQs are basically almost noon, both of them. So I'm going to switch over to the Timmy and try some tones there. So I switched it over to the Timmy side. That's the toggle down. Let's turn it on. I'm going to put the gain up to 1/4 and let's see what kind of gain we have there. Okay, so you got a little bit of a light overdrive there. Now, one thing you'll notice with the on the Timmy side is the gain takes a little longer to build up. So at that point on the Plexi, you would have a fair bit of gain. So there's just a little less gain on the Timmy to begin with. So now I'm at the halfway point, and let's see what we get here. Alright, we're getting a little more gain now. If we go to the 3/4, let's see what that sounds like. That sounded pretty cool. I like that sound a lot. You can really hear all the notes there. Very clear. Very clear. Lots of clarity. Crank this all the way. Let's see how heavy we can get on the Timmy side. Get pretty heavy on that side. So there you go. There's all the gain stages of the Timmy. Now let me just quickly do something with the EQs. Alright, I'm going to go through the EQ settings right now. I'm going to take the treble, start it right from 0, go all the way around, and see how it goes. Very responsive. You can get really ice picky territory with that, which is great. So let's do the same with the bass. I'm going to turn the bass right down. Here we go. Alright, there you go. So both pretty responsive. I hear a lot more of a difference on the treble than the bass side, but not bad, not bad. Alright, so let me wrap this up and I'll let you know my thoughts. So what do I think? It's my first ever Lawrence Petros pedal, and I think it's great. I think it's really good. There's some really good usable tones on this. For me, more so on the Plexi side. The Plexi side really nails that classic rock 70s tone, and that's kind of where I live. That's kind of what I do most of the time, and it's a sound that's near and dear to my heart, and this pedal absolutely nails it. So yeah, and it's got a great range of tones, heavier and lighter, that you can go to. So depending on the player that you are, if you're a classic rock guy, or if you're into like the 80s metal, not the super heavy stuff, not the gen stuff, I think this would probably work well for you. The knobs feel really good. They feel sturdy. Feels like a good build. The graphic on it is cool. I'm not a huge graphic guy. I don't really care about pedal graphics. I'm more into functionality. And speaking of which, the top mounts on here are great because you know, saves room on the breadboard. On the pedal board, you can put things closer together. So yeah, I think it's cool. I'm happy with it. This is going to go on my board. It made the cut. I'm going to be gigging with this in a couple of weeks, so that'll be the true test. So there you go. So yeah, the Lawrence Petros Lost Dutchman. I think it's great. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please hit the bell reminder and thumbs up, and we'll catch you all soon.